we're going. So, it has been a while. And, oh wow, wait. Oh, the position of the camera today is actually really good. Either way, I have heaps and heaps of model kits to build like that behind me, and it's so many. My backlog is going to take forever to clear up. It's crazy. But today we're just going to do a shorter Gundam just to start getting back into the rhythm of things. And that is going to be the... I'm not pronouncing that. I'm sorry, but this is a thing from... It's some weird horse minotaur thing from mythology of somewhere, and I'm not even gonna bother trying. I feel like I'll get in trouble if I butcher it too badly. I think the front is just one solid part. That's great. I'm gonna mute the mic real quick while I tear open all the packaging because it's gonna get loud otherwise. Apart from that, I should probably put my hands forward so you guys can see what I'm doing. But yeah, so I'll mute, rip it apart, get back to it. All done. Let's see. Alright, first of all, we've got to put all of these onto my runner stand off to the side. We're looking for... Oh, yeah, okay. I see how it is. Just uses all four for everything. Okay, it's not done in parts, it's just done all at once. And I forgot to grab my paintbrush. That was something I was gonna get. So this is B2, so we'll get all the B2 parts. We're looking for both of 11. We are looking for 9 and 4. So this is 9. Okay, B1 is 4, but we need 8 as well, so 9 and 8. Just place them down so I make sure they're in the correct spots. Oh, wait a minute. So I'm not sure where this part goes because it's not 6. It's not the other one it's asking for. I'm sure it just shows up later. Oh, that's probably like a middle piece or something. Either way, we're looking for both 18s. I don't know where the 18s are, so... Okay, now we're at B1. So we need this part, which is 6, and we need 5. A1, where we need all 4 instances of 7. Anywhere? Nope. We also need 5 and 6. Finally, over at A2, we're going to need so I'm a bit silly because it wasn't B2 18 I was looking for, it was A2 18, which is just these singular rings. Alright, got worried over nothing. So 19 just came off because it was coming off as it was, so shove that off to the side for now. Now we need to clean off these parts a bit. Not really the type to like to lose stress marks, I see. That's unfortunate. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can fix up that camera because I feel like it's too zoomed out. Then focus. Thank you, that's a lot better. Alright. Yeah, you can see scuff marks on it. I can't really do anything about them. Let's at least get some of these other parts and then move along. Alrighty. Yeah, we're just going to be here a bit scraping all these parts. Which is unfortunate, but that's just something that happens. these parts are a lot more accepting of having their issues scraped out. Getting all those stress marks removed. Isn't too bad when it comes to stress marks. I just want to clean up these bottom parts to make sure they don't get caught on anything, because that would be very unfortunate. Due to the colour and all that, I don't really need to worry about the balancer. Oh. Move these bits to the side and move the instruction manual over, so we can actually have the instruction manual on screen. I feel like that's a pretty important thing to do. Okay, let's get started. Face it this way, like this. 5 slots into here. Slides up till that is nice and proper. And then there's a little bit you put your fingernail in and it just slides down. Then yeah, that's right. With the divots and divots facing out the way. Wait, oh, I got a bit confused by it for a second. For some reason I thought this side was like blank and didn't have any gaps in it, so that it would look nice here, but no, I'm a bit silly. Yeah, obviously the divots are on this side since you get nail on that or something to grip it and you just pull that up nice and easily. That is for a Gundam to hang on underneath. Then, and I'm silly, this is the top. For some reason I thought that this wasn't this part. Honestly, I'm not really too sure why. Take these parts. And making sure it's going the right way. You just hook it in here. There's these little divots that it can't get past, and the idea is you get it past them. There we go. want to make sure it goes all the way over. And it's not really sitting perfectly. You can see that. But I am just gonna have to do my best and then leave it that way. Yep, that's the correct one. That's what it's like when it just folds back up after being opened up. You gotta slide it back over afterwards as well. Alright, do the same on the other side. Oh, that one went on so much easier. What? Why is this one being so much nicer? What did I mess up with you? What's going on here? No, can't figure out what's going on. When this one opens up, just like that, goes back in, nice and easily. This one doesn't want to play by those rules, which is not nice. Yeah, it is not one for doing as asked. Once I get it back in, I'm just going to have to leave it not working perfectly because I don't know how to make it play nice. Oh, there we go. Oh, and now it's playing nice. Okay. So it's a good thing I did that. Now it's working properly. What next? 4. That's A2. A1. Here is 4. facing this way. And it goes up and over. There we go, now it's in properly. Yep, little indent bit, oh, indent. Little protrusion has to be going outwards. Next up, over here. Get all of the wheels attached for the landing gear. Oh. And A2 16, this one down here is the final landing gear. There we go. And then it gets its two wheels. These two wheels are actually capable of rotating, which is pretty cool. Now they all need to get put on. So facing this way. And it goes down onto these pegs here. It shows them going on straight down, but that's not realistic. Because the bottom bit's in the way. Oh wait, you just opened those up. And it just needs to go on, please. Excuse me, are you gonna... Oh, there we go. Okay, can we just see what the next step is real quick? I don't know how those close up afterwards. Okay, so what it does is... not move, apparently. Okay, it's actually gone stuck. This is going terribly, what the hell? Alright, it's a little sideways. Oh, this is not good. Alright. Alright. We got it back out. Let's try that again. Let's try maybe using the correct one this time. You'll see they have a protrusion, they're opposites, you've got to put them in the right way. And then flip it like that. And then during operation, it just flips down like that, and you got wheels. And that worked way better than using the incorrect one, so that's very nice. Also helps guide this, because it takes up some space. So you open this one up. Put that in, flip. There we go. And finally, open that up. And if it would like to, I would very much appreciate it going on. Really doesn't seem like it would like to. Oh wait, so it needs to be like this. Focus on like that. Okay, something's going wrong with this part. Oh, that's bad. Oh, no, never mind. It's just curved, so it's meant to be like that. So with it like this one like this, that goes on. Doesn't flip around like that. No, it does. You want it to be up at that angle. And then you just... close this in on it. Yep. Even though they push each other. What is going on with this thing? It goes like this for landing mode, I guess. Oh, hey Devil, how you doing? Yeah, it doesn't close up very well. No, I guess it's just meant to be, because it's a little sideways. I don't know what to really do about that. Yeah, I'm not sure I've done something wrong. Whatever, that's just life, I guess. Let's grab the other side now. Now then. There we go. Yep, alright, let's go on like this. There we go. Alright. A1 and A2. From A1 we want 8 and 9. They get connected into a singular part. Or, well, like 2 versions of the same singular part. Yep. And yeah, alright, I'll do it for this one as well. then from A2, you want to get 11 and 12. Put all of them together. Clean all of these up. I got a bunch of fun games as well. I got Armored Core 6, and there's a Pokemon fan game, and what's it called? Anyway, really fun monster taming game, puzzle platformer as well. So I've got a whole bunch of games to play. But for now, I've got to get through some model kits. At the same time, though, due to the fact that I wear my nightgown, like while building model kits, and it's very hot summer in Australia, not really the weather to be building model kits, so I'm only going to do those here and there. Especially on cooler days. I just know this, my first stream wasn't a model kit. That'd be a bit silly because I got so many to get through. That's not an issue, we'll get through them all eventually. For now though, put these together. And then you take the big pole bit, clip them on into here. Is that the correct way around? I think it is. I don't think it was. No, it was not. Okay. Pop off, turn around, pop back in. Surprisingly not, no. I think I would like to stay unmelted. A217. Big thruster at the back. Now then. Don't know why there's a peg hole. It goes all the way, well obviously it will go all the way through, it's too thin to knot, but you could do something with that I guess. But it needs to go, let's go off the shape, you can just plug it in. The correct orientation, there we go. Next up, slide these into here. You can see there's that bit, and there's the railing it goes on. That all slots together. Where'd the other one go? There you are. Doesn't move. Oh, slide it out a bit. Now it does move. Very nice. A1, both instances of 4. Then A210, both instances of that part. When it's a tougher part, it always, like the cut through, it always feels like the metal bit's just gonna break and fly off or something. Let's see though. Get these all cleaned up. Doesn't really seem like the part that accepts being cleaned up. Small things are going away though, but bigger ones, not so much. Alright. Plug those in so that these bits are facing up. And swing it around, and these parts clip in down here. See, there's that gap there. All just connects together. But we'll do that in a minute, because first, yeah, give me a minute to go grab my paintbrush. Alright, I'm back. Wait, what? That was weird. Either way, dip. And my paintbrush isn't really holding water. No, it is. Never mind. I'm silly. Alright, now then. This goes on the back of them. There we go, and now get these parts put on. Now we just get these properly connected in. They don't really get held in by anything in particular, so they're not very secure, I must say. Like, they're held in when they're like this, but when they're flipped around for usage, there's no, like, things holding onto the indents. Either way, though. Oh, wait, okay. I got it confused as to how it worked. Slot these in, and it's this side that comes up, not the other side, so boom. So that's probably, this thing is nice and strong, I must say. So what happens is these move back and get held on by this. Flip around and the feet go against that. And the Gundam's hands hold on to these parts. And there you go. And obviously around here for hanging underneath. Flip up. There we go. Alright, on to the next part. Okay, facing like this now. All the instances of A20. Just get them all off, it doesn't really matter, can be dealt with later. There we go. And then that just slots in here. These parts are just facing inwards. Yeah, alright. They kind of look like exhausts that should be pointing down or something, but no. There we go, and they can also go down. No. It's like that, and then when it's down, it's like this. Alright, so I put them all in backwards. This part's meant to be exposed normally, and then gets unexposed when these things flip down. And then they get flipped down, so those parts aren't exposed. Then we go over to B1. We grab all of its remaining bits. Actually, no, not yet. Just one of them. Oh, sorry, just two of them. Let's see. These all just plug in. You see, you got your hole, you got your plug. It all just comes together nicely. Next up, A13. A1, oh that's A2. A1, 3. Alright. Four and 5. Yeah, 3, 4, and 5 will get used here now. So, paintbrush. Wet and dry. Three. 4 goes on this side. This way round. And that just plugs in. There we go. Now A2, 12 and 13. Not 12 and 13. The two 19s. 12 and 13 from B2. Now this one from earlier, where the runner had broken off of it. And A2, oh sorry, B2. You get these two parts. There we go. Now then, first of all, this goes in, you see tracks into holes and there's some pegs here. That lets these have full rotation. Then these plug in over it, so you don't really need to do stuff, but whatever. Actually, yeah, no, you didn't need to clean it up, it does get shown. Oh. There we go. That's that, good and proper. Now we're on, yeah, this is the last step, because then it's all just how to display it. Okay, A1. Okay, this one is 1. Yep. 1 plugs in to here. There we go. These parts still have some articulation, but not really much, because I don't think they're meant to move. Then the final part from A1. There we go. Now we'll get the parts from A2. that being 14. Though more than anything, we're just grabbing this one for later. Now we grab these two. 15 goes that side, so we're doing that side first then. With the Pokemon fan game, I'm going to have to disable my toggles for my model because I have them bound to the arrow keys. And the arrow keys are where the controls for the game are. Alright, this one has a decal. Can't really see it, but it has lines along there for where the decal is put. Now 15 gets green. I'm just going to take it off screen so it's easier for me to put on. There we go, got the green tip now to that wing. Face it this way, face that like this, get that plugged in. There you go. Now we do the same for the other side. This side gets the red decal put on. Last part from that runner, all done. There we go. That plugs in on the other side. Next up, B1, Part 1. And the second last part in the pack. Plug this part in. And then you can see it just all kind of comes together at the back. Leaving space for the thruster there. Now the last part, and it actually covers up these bits, which is nice. Those bits of scuff, they're not too important since they're not going to show. Oh. There we go. Plug all of that in. Oh. Definitely nothing left. Alright then. Now we plug it on. And finally, round the back, there's this teeny tiny little bit here. Once again, can't see it because of camera quality and all that. I don't even mind the camera quality, it's quite good. It's perfect for the streams, it just can't show not very well defined parts, but you know, like those slight lines. But I can see them, and the spot is much more obvious once it has its decal on it. With that, we have finished this gun. I was about to say this Gundam, but it's not a Gundam, it's a support unit, I guess? Transport unit. We finished the transport unit. So, see you guys in a bit. Few days and all that, but I'll be heading off for now. Bye!